Yeah, well, I mean, proud of the result, I guess, and that's really what it's about more than anything else is to find a way to get a win, which we found a way. Now, there was some good, there was some bad, there was some really bad, there's probably some really good, too, mixed in there. So I think we'll get better from this. But, yeah, it was up and down. It kind of looked like for a long time that we hadn't played in a bit, so I just thought it took us, almost really a half to kind of find any sort of a rhythm. I thought foul trouble took us out a lot of rhythm too, and some of the game plan things we had, in place we just couldn't really go to because of the fouls, and and that's on us too. Like we got to stay out of foul trouble, and we got to defend a little bit better. And but credit ACU. I mean, they were hot. They got going from three. We know they're capable of that. We've seen them do that to us before, and they had 3 kids play really, really well and make some shots. Unfortunately, I guess we maybe just when you look at the box score, they had 3 in double figures and we had 4, and so maybe that was a little bit of the difference. But yeah, good college basketball game. Good for us to go through some of this. We haven't been in many close games like that. So we got to go through some situations that we try to replicate in practice, but you just can't do it. It's not the same. I thought AB made 2 big free throws late. Kirsten made 2 free throws late. So that kind of stuff is what I'm talking about. Kyla got going there in the third. Was really good. Tyler was pretty solid, most of the night as well. So, yeah, so proud of him. Thought it was a good effort. We start 1-0 at the end of the year. No one asks how you got there. You just try to get there. So, we got to get better, and we know that. But good test from Abilene for sure.
AB, you got your second double-double of the season. You have tied your season high with 15 rebounds, and you were, I think, 1 point off of your season high with 17 points. How does it feel to get a double-double in a tough conference game like this?
It feels good just being the leader, the older voice that the rest of the team can fall back on, look up to. I'm just trying to do my role, play my role the best I can, and hope it's enough at the end of the night.
That's a career high in minutes too for AD.
A career high.
It's like, how do we need to get her?
Career high.
Do we need to get her? Do we need to get her? But again, foul trouble dictated some of that. But yeah, proud of her because in years past, there was no way I would have ever thought AB would play 39 minutes in a Division I college basketball game. But we needed her every minute tonight. She was really, really good for us.
You were also one of 3 Lady Jacks that went perfect from the foul line. Talk about how that means to have 3 consistent players that if you put them on the line, the ball's going to go in the net.
Well, we shoot a lot of free throws in practice, outside of practice. So it just, when you get to the line, it's just what you do, what you've done 1,000 times before, you just get there and breathe and block everything else out.
Coach, you talk about the 3-point percentage from ACU. In the second quarter, they were shooting about 72%. What adjustments did you make at halftime to where you guys were able to hold them to only 15% 3-point shooting in the third?
Yeah, well, I don't know any major adjustments. I mean, we did a few things X and O wise, but a lot of it was just knowing the scouting report, and they do a pretty good job of sucking you in, and collapsing your defense, and then they get a lot of kick out threes, and those are the high quality threes, so you just don't want to give those up. But I was proud of we needed to make some threes too, and so then we shoot 73% for the game and go 8 for 11. Now they made 11, but we at least kept it close still while we were trying to get to the paint so we could get to the free throw line, and so there were some things I thought we did to maybe counter it once they got going. But they were hot early, so we talked about kind of weathering the storm a little bit because they were, like you said, it was way up there. And so I didn't think they could probably keep up that pace. So I thought we did a good job in the third quarter, which was our best quarter. And we took care of the ball a little bit better. We just turned it over way too much. That's supposed to be kind of our identity, and we turned it over more than them, and they got a lot more points off those turnovers than we did.
And you mentioned our 3-point shooting. Kyla Deck making 3 consecutive 3-pointers, especially at the end of a very close game. Talk about her bounce-back game, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, she played pretty well down in Miami, too. I think she had double figures in both games, down there. So it's a freshman that's, learning the ropes, and it's going to be still a little roller coaster. And, she can give you something pretty quick, though, and we've seen that already this year through 13 games. A kid can get going, and she's she just kind of gets lost in the game, I guess, a little bit, and just plays basketball. And credit to the kids, though. They found her, and we found the hot hand. And to her credit, she knocked them down, But, yeah, we finished the game shooting 54% from the floor, 73 and 83, and from the offensive end, that's really good, but then you wouldn't think we'd only win by 5 when you look down and you shoot like that. So we got plenty of things to clean up, and certainly on the defensive end, we can't be giving up 78 every night and expect to have the success that we want.
Well, thank you, Coach Navy. We look forward to the next game.
All right.
All righty.